A very good evening. This is Abigail bringing to you the Salesian news across the globe. Between Monday 2nd and Saturday 7 November, the 9th National History Congress has taken place virtually. The event organized on this occasion by the National Mayo University of San Marcos has brought together hundreds of Peruvian and foreign professional specialists in the study of the past. The sessions took place via the Zoom platform and were streamed live on Facebook. And in the session on Tuesday 3rd at 5 p.m., the presentation to the academic community meeting in Congress of the Future Salesian Historical Archive of Peru took place. The Salesian Center Cooperators Don Bosco, located in the Curado, the second neighborhood, Jebot Ayo dos Guararapes, the Grande Recife region, PE has 10 aspirants in the process of training who are already active in the Acts charity specifics implemented by the group. The Center of Curado, the second, is one of the most active in the province of BRE, and regardless of the social isolation needs caused by the pandemic, it has not stopped promoting to residents of the street in the center of Recife. Word with Us is a humble effort of Don Bosco Publishing House of the province of St. Joseph, Hyderabad, INH, to make its contribution to the ministry of the Word, making the presence of the incarnate Word felt concretely in and through the daily Eucharistic celebration, where the Word comes alive, enlivening the faith of every disciple of Christ. There are no materials to make tampons. When we get sick, we go to a young refugee who has a kind of pharmacy, and he does some tests to see if we have malaria or typhus, which are the most common diseases here, and he prescribes medicines for us how we proceed, said Father Ubaldino Andrade, a Salesian missionary in the refugee camp of Palabik in northern Uganda. The Michael Rua Salesian Oratory in Turin has been a haven in the field of study for international research on the theme of youth and religion. How does this transmission of faith, values and religion take place within the same family and between the various generations? How is the context in which we live affected? These are some of the questions that prompted analysts and teachers to investigate at the Turin Salesian Oratory. 20 years have passed since the Salesian missionary expedition of the year 2000, the occasion on which Father Andrew Tin, a 53-year-old Vietnamese, also left as a missionary for Mongolia. The coronavirus pandemic has subsequent travel restrictions forced him to stay away from Mongolia for 10 months, but he has now managed to return and has shared a testimony of his missionary life. On 9th November, the meeting of the Salesian family took place in Pinar, Cuernado, Jarabacoa, which was attended by representatives of the various groups. During the event, the 150th anniversary of the past pupils was celebrated, and an award was given to Father Francisco Batista, provincial of the Salesian province of the Antilles ANT, for his dedication and closeness during his 6 years of service as provincial. Despite the current restrictions, the missionary animation team organized online on 7th November the second meeting of the Scuola di Mondialita. The World School was attended by more than 50 young people from all over Salesian Sicily. The New Year's part centers on the encyclical of Pope Francis, Laudato Si. The meeting was attended by Father Gustavo Cavagnari, and Argentine Salesian, Professor of Youth Ministry at the Salesian Pontifical University of Rome and Jerusalem, and member of the editorial board of the magazine Note di Pastorale Giovanali. Father Cavagnari accompanied the participants in a profound reflection on the theme Interconnection and Integral Ecological Crisis. They are not two separate crises, one environmental and another social, but a single and complex socio-environmental crisis. Also present at the meeting was Father Giovanni Di Andrea, Superior of the Salesian Province of Sicily, ISI, who urged the participants not to lose hope during this difficult period and to continue instead to walk in unison to information and further discussions. On 11th November, the Salesian Heo Duke Jin Daniel was ordained a deacon. The ceremony was presided over by Monsignor Peter Santek Yung, OCD, Auxiliary Bishop of Seoul, in the presence of Father Timothy Choi, Provincial of the Salesian Province of Korea, KOR. The Salesian Province of Central Africa, AFC, with the support of the German Caritas, intensified the production of Don Bosco bread during the pandemic to help the population cope with the period of confinement. Another activity organized by the Missionary Circle at the Vinamont Missionary Center in Lubumbashi was a lunch prepared by the young missionaries in collaboration with the NGO ADEPESIDI that was distributed to children and young people in the suburb of Kalibuka, where mass hydroalcoholic gels and forehead thermometers to fight the corona pandemic have already been distributed. These actions were supported by the Madrid Salesian Mission Office, Missiones Salesianes. On 1st November, the Salesian Mission of Hatumaka celebrated the blessing of a new church in the Osukwoli Mission Station, which is part of the diocesan parish served by the Salesians. Present at the event, Monsignor Basilio do Nascimento, Bishop of Bacau, Monsignor Marco Sprizzi, representative of the Holy See in East Timor, and Father Apolinario Maria Ornai Neto, SDB, Superior of the Salesian Vice Province of East Timor, TLS. The ceremony began with the blessing of the church building, the consecration of the altar, the blessing of the chalice, pyx, patent and vestments, and continued with the solemn All Saints Eucharist. So viewers, that is all we have for you today. Till we meet again, thank you for joining us.